It's about 9 o'clock the next day from when we were testing in that hole, and we only got a quarter ground. So that wasn't really that exciting. It was fun to see all that little gold though in that gray gravelly mix, but I don't think we made it down to the bedrock, so it really slopes down, or else there's just too much overburden on that side of the property. I don't know which, but I thought at about 6-7 feet we would hit the bedrock again. It runs through here, and I was thinking if this ridge continues on up through there, I could blast some of this back here and actually find some pretty good gold. It might be some bigger pieces in this, because this is where we found the first pickers, and there were several of them, and that's what Tim really likes, is the bigger pieces of gold. So I'm gonna try to find him one today. And do you guys remember who owns Bartertown? I'm gonna clean this off a little bit, eat away some of this bank, so you can see what the bedrock's doing. This part where we're gonna get wet. And we'll put y'all way back here. So tore this out, is hard pack. It cemented these rocks down almost like it was part of the bedrock. And some of this is bedrock that I've cracked out. This right here. But there could be some gold down in this. What I'm looking for is the bigger stuff. I haven't been able to give Tim much gold lately, so I'm making an attempt to find some bigger stuff today. Well, I was wrong. There's not a single port that stopped up. It's like maybe there's something in my suction tube. It was working fine yesterday, but then I saw that. Yeah, a bunch of roots got sucked up in there, so I gotta get that out. That's what the problem was. Like it's Henry. It's a little Henry home. Hi, Henry. So we're at a point in the video where I must have turned off the audio because I don't have any sound. But I decided I need to keep it in here because otherwise it looks like we went from blasting a bank to gold in my pan magically. And so got this showing, you know, the dredge cleanup and the panning of the cons, but it'll give me a minute to talk about the episode that some of you may have come back after seeing Tim's Gold Playground to see if there was an update on the possibility of maybe small-scale mining in the future with a wash plant. Well, Tim looked into getting a trommel, but something like that costs about $7,000, and generally they're out west, so you know you got to transport it across 4 or 5 states, and that's costly too. And that coupled with, you know, we're below the water table and having to keep stuff pumped out. You could probably dig a channel and get the water to run off, but you know, it'd be kind of a mess out there. So I don't want to put words in Tim's mouth, but I don't think that's going to be something he is ready to jump into. So for now, we'll just keep dredging. Perhaps I can persuade Tim to pull back some more of that bank, because there's some virgin ground with ripples in the bedrock that is very similar to what you're seeing here now. And even though that was only 0.5 gram of gold, that wasn't much area to have, you know, dredged on. So that's pretty rich ground. It wasn't anything big, so if I could get into some bigger gold, that would make for, you know, a pretty decent day. Speaking of decent, that last video YouTube put out threw me a bone. They put it out to about 50,000 viewers, which translated in about 5,800 views and 522 hours of watch time. So that made me $35 and got me 30 new subscribers. So thank you very much to the YouTube audience out there. And thanks for coming back again if you're returning. If I made $35 every weekend like that, I could buy 3/4 ounce of gold. So heck yeah. I just ran out of gas again. So it's about 4:30. I'm gonna clean up and go home. There's some big rocks in here. Well, that's disappointing. Maybe there's a picker still in there.
Yeah, it's all down in there. You gotta be positive. It's all in there.
Still pretty good small. Ow, look at that thing cutting me right on the... Ah, get me.
You just have you out here dancing.
Yeah. There's today's total. Not a bad small, maybe half a gram, I'm guessing. A little better than yesterday.